This is a gas station from 1940. And this is a staple of Texas, Buc-ee's. It's not only a ginormous gas station, but also holds titles for the world's largest convenience store and longest car wash. Clearly, there have been many changes throughout the century. But when exactly did gas stations go from this to mega fancy grocery stores? So for that answer, we need to dive in to the surprising world of gas station economics, which, as we know, is a hot topic right now. This is the story of just one way gas stations have to evolve to survive a turbulent business model. Early gas stations were centered around the automobile, a one-stop service shop.
The service distinction used to be at the canopy, checking your oil, checking your radiator, checking your fluids.
But the emergence of self-service stations put the idea to rest. The full-service shop proved unnecessary in the end. So gas stations really needed to find other ways to bring in revenue. That's because by the time it reaches the gas station, that good old Black Gold Texas tea, maker of many millionaires, well, it's not so profitable for the stations themselves, like at all. So as promised, get gassed up for an exciting trip into the world of gas station economics. Gas station owners make a very small percentage off of gas sales. This is where your money actually goes when you fill up. Say the gas at your local station costs $3.18 a gallon. The crude oil itself costs a lot, $1.63, or over half the final price you pay at the pump. Then there's refining, another 55 cents or 17%. Taxes take another 17%, then transportation to where gas stations can actually sell it is another 8%. Finally, gas station owners tack on a small markup, say 7%, and boom, that's the price you'll see advertised when you're driving around looking for a deal. So basically, if you sell 4,000 gallons per day with a markup of 5 cents, you're only bringing home about $200. So you may be thinking, well, can't they just raise their prices? Not so fast. Drivers aren't loyal to any one gas station. They will drive around to find the best deal, which is easy to do because gas stations tend to clump in similar areas. This is the same reason why soaring oil prices actually hurt gas station owners, like right now. See, now they have to buy the gas at a more expensive price, but raising their own prices could just drive off more customers. And for all you drivers out there, I'm sure you're trying to find the best deal. These low profits forced gas station owners to get creative, but it took a convenience store owner to help them see how. This is John Roscoe, who, in 1964, had a pretty radical idea for the times, adding self-service gas to his convenience store. I know it sounds totally normal now, but trust me, back then this was a revelation, and for somewhat good reason. That's because self-fueling originally was prohibited due to potential fire hazard concerns. But in his 2,400 square foot building, Roscoe decided to give it a try. Now, instead of popping into the convenience store to grab kitchen staples like milk, soda, and bread, customers could tick up filling up the gas tank off their to-do list as well. It took a few years for Americans to embrace the idea. Getting gas from the same place that you get your milk and eggs? Preposterous. In fact, it took Wawa, which today is one of the largest sellers of fuel in the country, 2 attempts to incorporate selling gas at their convenience stores. But soon, as any contemporary road trip fan knows, the idea took hold. The American public quickly came to expect the two together, but it took the convenience stores that added gas stations a little while to find their stride selling non-gas items. In the 70s and 80s, gas stations mostly sold just the bare bones basics, like cigarettes and soda, otherwise referred to as smokes and cokes. But that was just the tip of the iceberg.
I knew I had to fill it up, so I pulled into BP.
Gas station owners now made the obvious observation that drivers needed to fill up their other tank, their stomachs.
I came in here just to fill my tank and fill myself instead.
Gas stations tended to focus on service on the outside of the store before kind of realizing over the decades, hey, people are making a stop here. Maybe they're hungry, want something to drink as well. The focus was so small that a lot of that food experience was not great. I remember early in the 80s coining the term Incu burger, burgers that would sit ready all day long for somebody to pick them up.
So quality of food aside, anyone whose earliest memories of road trips are in, say, the 1980s or 90s, might never have known that convenience stores and gas stations used to be 2 separate things. But the youngest generation? Well, I'm willing to bet they'll have a different conception of gas stations altogether. Because in the last 20 years or so, things have changed. In Michigan, Epicurean cheeses, raw juice and smoothie bars, a pizzeria, and 1,500 bottles of wine. In Florida, pulled brisket sandwiches, fresh pastries, omelets, and handcrafted mac and cheese. And in Kentucky, farm-to-table avocado toast, black-eyed pea hummus, and iced coffee. All of these places are gas stations. Obviously, many drivers want to save a few cents at the pump. But some people are even choosing gas stations because it's home to their favorite sandwich.
Oftentimes you'll get somebody that'll go for food once a week. So you're really able to build some sales there. The other key thing when you have food, particularly if you have unique food, there is no competition.
Let's break down the modern gas station economics. Gas stations today make most of their money from inside the store. 44% of gas station customers go inside, and among them, a third purchases treats. And with certain items having gross profit margins of 50% or more, they often make up 70% of the station's profits. A lot of this is thanks to younger Americans, who are more loyal to convenience stores. These younger Americans tend to purchase food there more often than their older counterparts. In fact, in 2019, 43% of Americans aged 18 to 29 bought more food from convenience stores than they did 3 years prior. And in 2018, restaurant-style food service at gas station and convenience stores nationwide made up 23% of their total sales. That's up 3% within the last 5 years. And it's even helping them compete with fast food restaurants, even eating into their market share. And as we all know, younger Americans can't really seem to do anything without posting about it. But even with all the hype comes its own set of challenges. More than 80,000 gas stations have closed since 1995. And with the COVID-19 pandemic eliminating daily commutes for millions, the rise of natural gas and increase in electric vehicles, the future of gas stations remains in jeopardy. And that's why experts say stations need to diversify. Because those who will succeed are the ones who are thinking outside the box, know their demographics, and can lure people back, either with a range of selections or loyalty programs. And clearly, there's no shortage of creativity.
My snack now.
So who knows? Maybe the next radical idea is just around the corner. Do you shop at your local gas station? What do you think the future looks like? Drop a comment below and make sure to like and subscribe. Tell me when to start.